So first off, congrats guys. Carl, I'm going to start with you. What was the game plan going into this match?
Well, we played these guys several times this year, and there's a lot of middle dinking. That's not a secret for us, and I feel like that was one of the keys to victory. Definitely plugging the middle and making sure that their speed up didn't get through there. I felt like that was big, and definitely just scrapping out a lot of balls with this ball being so soft and the weather being so hot. I think we scrapped out some points when we really needed it, and that made a difference.
Speaking of being scrappy, I would definitely describe Dylan and JW style of play as scrappy. Does that make finding a weak spot to target harder? Sorry.
Yeah, I think scrappiness is definitely like you get back into some points that you would normally lose, and they definitely do that. But as far as kind of weaknesses go and what we can target, I feel like in any given team, I've never seen a team that doesn't have some holes in their game or at least some weak points. So there's always something to probe, whether they're scrappy or not. I mean, that's certainly harder to play, but there's weaknesses in everybody.
As pickleball gets bigger and brackets get larger, there are mixed opinions about the pro backdraw because there are players that rather save their energy for other events. What's your opinion on whether or not we should keep the backdraw or remove it? And this could be for both of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we've kind of been on a natural course since kind of pickleball's inception, which we started with double elim and you could come around. Then we went to kind of the U.S. Open did it first, and the PPA adopted it where it was single elim, but there was still a backdraw, and the winner of the backdraw was bronze. Now we've gone to kind of only the semifinalists play out for bronze, and if you lose before that, your best you can do is fifth. And I think kind of the natural course, if you can kind of see the trend, is that the next would be just getting rid of the backdraw. I think we're at a point where pros are, being paid, at least a decent amount of money to where, they're looking to come and win. They're not just looking to play. I'm sure you can say, maybe they want some practice matches, and that might be true to some extent, but I think for the most part, pros are getting in, practice at home, and when they come to a tournament, they're here to win. And after a loss, I think for the most part, players don't seem to care as much anymore, and I think if pros want it, great, but I do think at this point it may be time to cut it off.
What do you think, Colin?
I would echo the same sentiments where, some players in the beginning, they can get some more matches, get some more experience, which could be a good thing. But to be a professional sport, you don't really want to go out after you've lost a match and you're out of the tournament, you're out of contention. Even at this point, you see a lot of teams withdrawing because the best you can do now is fifth place. So that doesn't really seem all that appealing, especially to the top teams, especially when you have other events that you're trying to compete in the following days. So in the hot weather, it just doesn't make any sense. And at this point, I feel like eliminating it wouldn't be the worst thing, but certainly a lot of the pro players will have a say.
I would say also, something important that we didn't touch on is there's a qualifying draw. I think if you're in the qualifiers, you're getting all those extra matches, and if you're going directly into the draw, you're probably a good enough pro to where you don't really need those matches. So the qualifying draw almost does the job that the back draw used to do, and I think the qualifying draw looks professional. It's getting better and better. So I think that kind of does that job, basically.